Welcome everybody to the channel, and we are going to be playing a Let's Play here of Love, Career, and Magic. And this is the game's creator, Wonmin, and this is going to be coming soon to Kickstarter. Do you have a date?
It's February.
February, the Kickstarter, and we will have the details in the description of the channel, so in the description of the video. So look it up. And we're going to get into the explanation of the game now.
Yeah, so it's a collaborative storytelling game. Everyone plays one of these mythological creatures in a reality TV show. And we're all working together to collaboratively tell this creative story of this fictional reality TV show, where the only thing that matters is points. So we're going to be playing 4 episodes. Each episode is 3 minutes long. Let's set up the timer here. And just like in D&D, how you complete an action is you just say what your character is doing, right? So these are the different cards that we're doing. These are direction cards. These are worth 1 point. These are worth 2 points. These are worth 3 points. And episode 1 is at a restaurant. Yes? You had a question?
I just had a quick question.
Yeah.
These are worth 2 points. Why does it say 1 plus 1?
Yeah, so originally it was because one player does the top one and the second player does the bottom one, and
I see what you're saying.
and then that's one or two. But now it's just 2 points.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's easy. It's hard to keep track of.
Oh, right. So we're in a restaurant.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the game, how you play. Like I said, it's collaborative. We're working together to score points. And
is there like a sliding scale on how well?
Yes, there is a sliding scale. So we're trying to get...
Careful over the camera moved.
Yeah, sorry. We're trying to get 35 points or more on this sliding scale. Should have come back. Okay.
We can't see him at all anymore.
Oh, no.
Now we won't see me, it's fine.
Okay, so that's how you play the game.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot to give these cards out.
So this is something we're trying to accomplish.
So yeah, these are character trait cards. They're public. You can show everyone.
Unearthed Arcana.
And you can choose and these form your character arc for the season, and you can choose the order that you want your cards to go.
So I will be disciplined, which will lead to my divorce, which will lead to me dying and then being dug up.
Yes.
To investigate the murder.
So you're going to be manipulative.
I'm going to start off as manipulative, but then I'm going to get hypnotized at some point and learn the error of my ways and become trustworthy.
Nice. I'm going to do decisive, and then I get dissected, and now I'm insatiable.
Start off as dependable. Get hospitalized somehow. And then I'm going to be excessive in ways that shall be determined.
All right. So yeah, let's take a second to introduce our characters to each other.
Sure.
I'll go first. My name is Hansan. I am a wizard. I'm 31. I'm self-employed. My hobbies include woodworking and gardening. Particularly, I like to enchant the magical wooden furniture that I create and sell it. That's part of my business. It does things like massage you and like make you feel nice. And my magical furniture. Magicalfurniture.com.
Oh, I like that. Even has a website. All right, I'm Beatrice Cavendish. I'm a 26-year-old cockatrice who's an optometrist without arms. Don't know how that one works. I'm mostly vegan, but I eat meat occasionally. I love sunglasses. And also, I really, really love reading all kinds of symbols used for languages, and I whistle as a sport.
Whistle as a sport.
Indeed.
I am Seji Tuman. I am a lawyer. I am 26 years old, and I'm a troll. I had a rough life, but I managed to get into magical Harvard Law School, and that really turned me around. Growing up as a poor troll, and I like to give back to the troll community by doing pro bono cases for underrepresented trolls, particularly mountain trolls, because I have to be a little specious because people were specious against me, so I gotta kick that back in. I like reading about particularly interesting cases, like interspecies cases specifically. I would like to learn how to play the harmonica, and my guilty pleasure is cheap romance novels.
Okay.
I'm Dami, and I'm not just an armor set. I'm the domination armor set, okay? I'm AKA sentient armor. And I was enchanted by a witch and brought to life many centuries ago. Oh, I screwed up. Now you all know that I'm many centuries old. Whoopsies! My bad. And I'm looking for the witch who enchanted me, because, I want revenge. I want to take a nap. It's been a long time.
Oh.
And I'm looking for leads. I know you're out there. I work as a security guard, surprise, at the bank. And I like scaring innocent people by pretending to be a medieval decoration. And watching paint dry, grass growing, and ice melting. Anything that happens super slow, I'm into that.
All right. So episode 1, we're at a restaurant. So we're trying to do these as fast as possible in 3 minutes. And you're also trying to do your character traits. The first one per episode.
Do we take turns, or we just?
There's no turns.
We just do the scene.
Just doing the scene. If you whatever comes to mind, you just do it as soon as you can, or as you think of it.
I can see why they'd be hectic and chaotic.
It's very hectic and very chaotic.
But I feel that's hectic.
Yes. Ready?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Ready? Go.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting really hungry. It's been a long day, so I'm gonna go to the kitchen, whip something up. How do you guys feel about nachos?
Do sentient armors eat? What do you eat?
I just put things in my mouth and let it dribble to my feet.
I mean,
I have a collection there. It's my stomach. You don't need to know about it. I make compost in my spare time. Helps the earth. I put it back to the universe.
Yeah,
I don't know. It sounds like that's a false rumor that sentient armors eat when they don't even have a body.
I am a body. I have a full set of armor. It's right here.
Do you have all of the ingredients that you need? Because I can lend you my car. It's sitting right outside. You can go pick up any ingredients you might need.
I think I'm okay. I'm gonna see what's in the kitchen. If there's no stuff for nachos, I'll make something else. There's always soup. I like soup.
Soup is pretty good, yeah. Back in the day, I had a favorite soup, and it kind of led me to my veganism, I think. It was really delicious, but I think the meat was spoiled. It made me sick. So since then, I've only eaten vegetables.
Brave story.
That was my backstory, probably.
Full disclosure, though, the soup might make me rust, but I kind of like that. It's a nice tickly feeling.
Oh, that's some extra seasoning,
or
I
at least
think.
what I've heard. It's like when you guys drink a little bit.
Is that considered your dirty laundry or your dirty kink? Like,
I gotta be a little dirty.
I don't know if you should be sharing that on air.
Whoopsie.
That's so intriguing that I think that I might just have to try it myself, and maybe I'll have to, get other people to do it with me. That sounds like a really interesting, religion that we could start. Rusty armor religion.
Rusty
I'm
armor.
liking this.
Listen, I really like all of you, and I think that we should do more activities together. So maybe we'll just go grab some games back from our homes, and after you cook your meal, we'll have a board game night.
Nice.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm sorry, guys. I've stored my board game in an alternate universe, so I'm going to have to go get it from home if you don't mind. It's going to take me a little bit, though, unfortunately.
I mean, I have a lot of old Trivial Pursuit games that are just falling apart, and I'll just you guys can just have those.
That's nice of you. I have so much trivia in my head.
I have a lot of stuff in my head too. I've just been persecuted my entire life, and it just weighs on me. And I try to get back, but
Oh man. And that reminds me, because one time I went to court, and it was about sunglasses, this one time where I had to go, and my ex was there because she was complaining about the sunglasses too. So yeah, I don't know why I was there or how I got there, but all of a sudden I was there. So man, that was a really crazy night, just like tonight.
You know what's really weird about that? Sorry. You know what's really weird about that? That I was actually the one. Oh, I was doing.
That's okay.
I was the one representing your ex.
Oh,
I'm sorry about that.
I thought you looked familiar.
Yeah. I will say that really led me on a different path, a more simplistic path, and it made me leave Troll Turn. After that, I didn't want to post
cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. I represented your ex. All right. So now we're in episode 2. We're at the theater.
geez.
From now on, we can do what's called a. I don't know why that's there. We can do what's called a callback token. Callback. So these are callback tokens. Whenever you refer to something that happened in a previous episode, just toss it on there, and that's an extra point.
Oh, nice.
So if we were to talk about you eating rust, or you becoming rusty, or you representing the ex, then we just toss it on there.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So
like
we're in the
that.
theater. Were you manipulative? Were you disciplined? Were you?
I was like, I'm gonna cook for y'all.
Yeah, you were extremely.
Yeah, you were pretty
dependable.
dependable. I don't know if I was manipulative.
I don't think I got any of these things.
Darn it.
Was I decisive?
I think so.
Okay. I don't know why, but I am. All right, so episode 2 in the theater. Ready? Go.
All right, man, I just posted about coming here, and sadly, my followers just really, there's like 3 of them, and none of them showed up. So I'm sorry, the party's gonna be a little small this time.
I'll be your follower.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. While you're at it, why don't you help me, and I can get some extra money if you take my coding course. Here's my
course.
QR code. Can you? Would you mind taking it for me?
You know that it's really funny because I just graduated from coding school. I
Really?
wanted to do it on the side, and my recent exam, I got a really good score, a perfect score.
Really? I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I've heard that sometimes trolls can be a little bit slow
Whoa,
on that.
whoa, that's very specious.
Oh,
of you.
that's very specious.
Wow.
That's why I
Sorry.
represented your ex.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Callback.
Well, I say again, that's what I've heard. And I've met many awesome trolls sometimes. So this theater looks a little empty. I think we could use some additional friends to be with us.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to raise the dead potentially?
Yes, I do. I am a I am a
Oh,
wizard. I know how to
perfect.
raise the dead. We're gonna create some zombies and liven up this empty
Oh, that'll be
theater.
great.
I mean, I was getting ready over here to start printing out some artificial intelligence individuals, like with my 3D printer, and I was gonna use my coding degree that I just got.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
nice.
perfect. Well, maybe I could join you on that, but and maybe invest some of the money I've made from my optometry work.
I mean, that seems like it would be a good use of that.
Yeah,
I mean, I do also think that some of that money could go towards quelling the noise that's starting to rise up in the city right now. I'm very
From the zombies?
Yeah, I'm very active with the zombies' rights. kind of
Zombies'
thing.
rights?
And I think we should try and tone that down a little bit. Use some of that.
The zombies are actually attacking me and dissecting me because
Uh-oh.
I'm the master that raised them from the dead.
I'll save you. I'm a knight. I can save you. Attack.
Attack.
Pretend sword. Ah, crap. I took a wound. I've been hospitalized. Darn it.
What I will have to do is I will
concussion.
have to go find the general of this undead army that we have raised, and I will have to unearth his body in order to bring him back and prevent them from fighting and subdue this riot.
Subdue this political riot, this zombie riot.
Now I have to ask: are any of you good artists? Because I could really use you guys to draw me like a new sign or something for my business. Because I just feel like the old one's really old, and I could really use a new one.
I'm a little rusty, need a polish, but I could try to draw you a picture. Here, what do you think of this stick figure? Isn't it beautiful?
Ooh, that is beautiful, but I think you got a little rust on there. It just kind of fell off while you were drawing it.
I thought you were into the rust.
I was, but it fell off, and the logo. I mean, I felt like I was being manipulated in that, asking for
Alright,
stuff.
yes.
I'm in the hospital.
You're in the hospital.
What was your yellow one?
It was
Hospitalized.
Hospitalized.
I was like,
I
I'm
see.
fighting
I see.
injured.
Oh, I see. All right. So that was episode 2.
Yes.
Thanks for
I have
getting
not-
attacked, man.
I have
Yeah.
not gotten divorced or disciplined yet.
Any way I can
A
help.
roller coaster.
Oh, that's topical. That just happened.
That is, yeah, that is interesting.
All right, ready?
All right.
Start.
It's really hot up here. I'm just gonna have to start taking off some of these layers just because the sun beating down and everything. So I'm just gonna.
What are you doing?
Start taking that.
Is the reflection off of my armor not helping? I polished it this
No,
morning.
it's really not helping. It's making it like an oven in here. And I'm sorry, you might see my bump, but You know, we've been trying for a very long time. We recently got divorced, and then I found out that I was pregnant.
Whoa.
Oh, were you pregnant because you went to that fertility demonstration?
Yeah, sounds like we need to sign you up for some fertility
Yes.
assistance.
Definitely, that sounds pretty important. I mean, I hear, you know, you might be getting rusty, like some other people around here.
Hey, I'm just gonna polish because everyone's making fun of me, and my feelings have been wounded. Okay.
Body shaming.
Very, very wounded.
I'm sorry
So
to
I'm
hear
just gonna
that.
like show off my
Oh,
polishing
my.
skills a little bit, just like with my little cloth. I'm gonna give it a little spit.
I just,
Polish.
I
Let's
think, guys,
spit.
we have a lot of
Make
stuff
fun of me.
going on right now, and we should try and get things down on paper, you know, legally, all these projects that we're working on. So I'm just going to invite you guys back to, you know, my law office.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I'm
that'd be
going to work
great.
on the paperwork.
Are you going to represent us?
Maybe. It's conflict of
Maybe.
interest. Like,
From the X.
Oh man.
While
yeah.
we're
I mean,
there, it's been like 200 some odd years since I was turned into a sentient armor. Do you think we could celebrate my like birthday?
Yes,
Becoming
today
sentient?
is your birthday.
And
We don't
maybe
know.
we can make it like a murder mystery because you know I'm a knight and I need to like save people and be fabulous.
I mean, if we really want a good murder mystery, we can actually murder someone.
I mean,
I mean, my hobby
Maybe.
is murdering people.
I mean,
so-
before you get the chance to murder him, I'm going to make sure he's immortal with my magic.
oh well, thank you. I
So
mean,
we can practice murdering him
Okay.
for this murder party.
that is a hobby. I could show you all how to do it.
my goodness, all the blood seems to be rushing to my head, and I think I should start a new business venture. Something about planting bombs. Should we plant our first bomb here? I think this is a good time to plant a bomb.
I mean, even though he was immortal, I did stab him, so I'm going to count him as a dead body. I'm going to roll him over to make sure he doesn't actually choke on his tongue.
I love you. You guys are the best. Why don't we take a selfie while we're up here?
Yes.
Let's take a selfie. Might as well. I mean, I don't know. You seem to be getting along really well. Are you sure you guys aren't part of like some sort of like coup or something like that? You know, that I should know about before like we really get into a
I
friendship.
mean, I do tend to spew my politics on everybody, and I'm sorry, and I feel called out for that, and I'll take responsibility for it, and being disciplined.
Oh, I thank you.
After the photo, I feel like I'm close enough with you guys to share my feelings. All right. Episode 3. Okay, so season finale.
Oh, we went to the workplace.
Office of Infinite Cubicles.
Oh wow, that's
In your
that's
law
kinda
firm.
scary.
What was your law firm's name again?
WT&T Associates.
All right. So, were you trustworthy? What are you, obsessive?
I'm going to be
I
trustworthy
could be
this time.
excessive.
Okay.
Yeah, last time I was
I need
hypnotized.
to be insatiable somehow.
That'll be
We can
interesting.
make it work.
Yes, let's go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start.
So I want to make all of the drinks in the world for everybody. What do you guys want? Are you like margarita people? Mojito
You know what?
people?
I need all the drinks.
So I
I'm
gotta squeeze
insatiable.
some orange juice and some lemonade and some pineapple juice.
Guys, I know you're in my workplace now, and that's great, but I would like you guys to stay away from this room and just don't worry about any of the money that's changing hands in that room.
Speaking of which, that you representing my ex, how did that turn around? You know, how did that happen? Because I mean, that was pretty.
I mean, I
Pretty
was
tough.
I was representing it's weird, and like I don't want to complain too much about my job, but like I was representing your ex in a case against my ex, and it was just a weird thing going on.
Battle of the Exes.
And
That
you
is
know,
pretty
like
cool.
I got paid really well by your ex, and like see, like all
I
this
know,
money.
yeah, you were just showing it off.
Yeah.
Like, look at those wads. You were like, look at all this money I'm getting.
So I want to sue this witch, even though I haven't found her yet. It's my quest to find this witch that made me all sentient. Can you give me some advice on how to sue this person properly as a lawyer?
Absolutely, I could do that. We can just go over in this office, not the one with all the money in it, but. We can have it over dinner, but like I don't have a lot of stuff in my house, so you guys are gonna have to bring
Yes,
stuff.
we can all bring food to this potluck dinner.
Definitely. And do you know the cult that maybe raised you? Because maybe we could hand out some pamphlets for, so we can help find her.
I don't know, man. She was just some sketchy witch with like the nose and the monkeys.
Well, I heard she was actually part of that government coup that happened in episode 3.
Oh my god, did she die? Did someone else kill her before I did? That's not okay.
That's possible.
Murder mystery party.
That's possible. That's part of it.
Man, and what do you have for food around here? Because, man, that burrito I just got on the way over is not sitting well with me.
I'm sorry, we have some Entenmann's in the break room.
Really? I mean,
it's like my job is not particularly entertaining. There's not really any good food, or there's always bad coffee. It's just really boring here.
oh, man,
But
that's...
I did. But I mean, if you guys want to go somewhere cool, we can just hop into my Maserati that's outside.
Dang.
Whoa.
Where did you get that?
Yeah, you can see it right there.
Oh, dang. That's pretty awesome.
I got it with the money from your ex.
His rich
Oh
ex.
man! And again, congrats on your pregnancy. I can't wait to celebrate. The birth of your child. I really, I can't. Could you invite me to that birthday party now that we're so
Absolutely.
close?
Definitely would invite you.
And your child, the birth is happening in your childhood home.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know what to wear to the party though. Would you be able to help me decide what to wear?
I definitely think so. I mean, just look how fashionable I am right there. I mean, a lab coat will go with anything. I mean, optometry, not only is it helping people, but we look sexy doing it.
Nice. All right, so that was all the episodes. Everyone could take a pile and count the points.
Alrighty.
Count them points.
Count the
This one
points.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
One.
You
finale.
could separate the colors. It's
Okay, separate colors too.
it's easier.
6.
I have 21.
21 and we're here too.
Let's see.
Yeah, you have a calculator.
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16.
Alright.
You have 21.
So we
I have 23.
42 plus
I had 31.
23 plus. You have how many?
31.
31? You have 90s?
Wait, and we all did our things, right?
Yeah.
Were you access? You were absolutely.
Oh, she was making
You were
drinks for
absolutely.
everyone.
So that's 10 points per person. That's 40.
Okay.
40. We counted these two, right?
Yeah,
I did one.
So yeah, so divide that by 4.
Divide by 4.
So we get 34, which is
Oh,
6
we
seasons
went
and a movie.
away.
I mean, Runaway, yeah, binge worthy.
Oh, okay,
Binge-worthy.
binge-worthy. Yeah, that's still pretty
I mean,
good.
we're airing on Netflix. And
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
seasons
We got
of
like
the movie.
9 seasons. We made our money. You can move
That
on.
was fun.
That was
I
really
enjoyed
good. That was really fun. Oh,
I think we work together well as a team.
I think so too.
Yes. I love the X plotline that was
great.
That was good.
in every
That was really
episode.
smart. Yeah. It just kept showing up.
A lot of fun.
That was great.
Thank you so much for joining us and letting us
Oh
play.
no, thank you for having me. Yeah, it was so much fun playing it.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us try out your game.
Absolutely.
And we're just gonna do a little bit of an outro here. We appreciate it, and it is going to be going live on Kickstarter in February. We'll have all the details down in the description. And we're hoping to get some words from the creator here. We're gonna ask some questions and find out some information on this. But this was a lot of fun. It was great playing with all of you.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back everybody to another video here on the channel, and we are being joined by the creator of a game that I just played, Wonmin. And
Hi.
would you like to tell us a little bit about your game?
Yes, so Love Career Magic is my second game actually that I've made. It's hopefully going live on Kickstarter in February of next year. It's my first game that's kind of like a mix between an RPG and a board game. I like to describe the gameplay as like D&D meets party game.
It's definitely an apt description. We just got finished playing it, and it's a lot of fun. You're building a story together and kind of trying to hit points throughout the story. It kind of gives me I'm not sure if you've ever played it, but like a Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. A lot of people tell me that too.
I like Once Upon a Time. I don't always feel like there's the best through line with that game sometimes, just because I feel like you're having to pull things out all over the place. I feel like this was a lot more cohesive.
Yeah.
Because you had like a trail that you were trying to follow, and it was a
Exactly.
cohesive story,
Yeah.
and you were hitting all these things, and it was changing as it was going along, which was
Yeah.
kind of interesting. Having the callbacks is really fun too.
Yeah. And like unlike D&D or like traditional RPGs, like there's like almost no homework or setup that you need to do before you play the game. Like there's no character sheets, there's no like building your own like whole world or reading a book for the GM. So it's a GM-less game basically, because all the thing is just set up. You just read the character bios and then just off to the races.
Yeah, and it seems like something is you have the 3-minute rounds, but are there any variants where you can make it longer or anything like that? Or
Yeah,
it definitely
so-
seems like it lends itself
yeah.
to being able to kind of homebrew.
Definitely,
whatever.
yeah. So it's extremely homebrew friendly. So a lot of the characters I wrote so that they could be kind of slotted into whatever homebrew RPGs that you're playing. You can use the characters. All the information is on the back of the card. I've played it where it's like much more slowed down. We removed the timer and we have to be extremely like deliberate with how we're connecting each card. And that's a lot of fun because that way you get to kind of like take a deep breath and like slow down and just like really explore how things connect to each other. But that's more like if you're like a storytelling nerd or like storytelling fanatic geek, and then you're into that stuff.
What was your kind of inspiration or your drive to kind of make a game like this?
Yeah, so my inspiration originally, this game was I don't know if you know what Terrace House is. It's a Japanese reality TV show on Netflix. And I love that show. And the game was originally based on Terrace House, but obviously I couldn't get like the rights to use the characters from the show and like use that name. So I just decided to make its own thing, and I used mythological creatures. A friend of mine, shout out to Richard, he gave me that idea. So that was history.
Really cool. To take something that you really like and then
Yes.
kind of turn it into something that is your own creation.
Yeah, I used to hold Terrace House like weekly viewings. Like the show got canceled, but before it was canceled, I used to hold weekly viewings in New York City, and people would come over and we would play my game, and it would be a lot of fun. So I just thought, like I want to share this kind of fun with people who are not Terrace House fans.
That's really cool. What was your first game?
So my first game is called Welcome to Sisyphus Corp. The link's probably on the bottom. And it's a completely different type of game. That one's more cutthroat, more strategic, more like board gamey. It's about you and 3 of your fellow coworkers in a cutthroat corporation, and you're like racing. Like you're racing around the board, trying to like stab each other in the back and like be the first to be promoted at this law office or this corporation. Yeah.
That sounds really cool. It's very, very topical with Succession being a big thing.
Very,
we'll definitely have a link for that down in the description. What kind of got you into game design in general? Like started in
So I mean, I've loved games ever since I was a kid. Like I've always played games, mostly video games. And I want to say in 2018, I was kind of burnt out. I do coding for a living. I'm a web developer. I got kind of burnt out of coding and like staring at a computer screen all day. So I wanted to see if I could do something more tactile and like something that I could do with my hands, something that doesn't require coding, something that doesn't require like staring at a screen all day. So I figured, why not combine my love for gaming and, try to make a board game. And it was just one day on a whim. I just decided to make a board game, and then from pen and paper, now I'm here. Like 6-7 years later, having made 2 board games. Staring at my second Kickstarter.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a crazy journey.
What was the timeline of getting your first game published? How many years?
Yeah, so that took a lot longer than I had anticipated. I started it in 2018, and the Kickstarter was successfully funded in March of 2021. So it took about 3 years, way longer than I had initially expected.
You hit that boom, though. You hit that
exactly.
Boom.
Exactly. Yeah. So in some ways that was good. In some ways it was bad because like the whole like chain. Supply chain issues and everything, so it was pretty bad. But like in terms of like, as a first-time creator, I was able to fulfill the Kickstarter successfully, deliver it to all of my backers within like 6 months, which is like crazy, like especially for a first-timer.
We do. I mean, doing a lot of board game stuff. We do a lot of board game Kickstarters, and we've had games that we're still waiting on for like 3 years ago. But so it's really good that you were able to kind of put that out there, and even with your first game, your first Kickstarter, being able to fulfill that promises.
I mean, I had a lot of people help me, a lot of different mentors. Shout out to Frank. A lot of different people who are in the board game industry. It's just such a welcoming community. People like yourself, just like coming up to you in conventions, wanting to help, wanting to play. We're just here, playing games. We're just having a good time. just lovely community.
Yeah,
Glad to be part of it.
I do really love the board game community. It's very welcoming, and it's very like we come here, we play board games with people, we play the same games with the same people year after year, and it's great to just grow that community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything else you want to let everybody know about, or?
If you're out there and you're watching this and you have a board game that you're designing, just hit me up, send me an email, onemin@unicornwithwings.com. I will gladly help you with whatever questions you have. I've worked on this for like 6-7 years. I have a wealth of random board game developer knowledge stored up in here that I would gladly share with you.
We've been puttering around on a couple board game ideas of our own for a few years,
I
and
mean,
maybe
if you
we'll
want,
reach out to you.
I will absolutely help you. Yeah.
If you like what you saw here today, please leave a like, comment down below. Are you planning on checking out this game on Kickstarter? Did you get to see our Let's Play? Are you building a game of your own? What are your stumbling blocks? Let us know. And we're going to have all of the details for his past game, as well as the game coming up, and any other helpful details, social media, whatever you want to give me. We'll put it down in the description. Subscribe so you don't miss any of this content going forward, and we really appreciate you joining
thank you so much,
today.
Jeremy.
And have a wonderful day now.
Hi, Tisha Valenza, aka Poison Ivy, and you've just been watching King's Entertainment Reviews. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.